and welcome back to the altars. So we'll be continuing on today. If I remember correctly, we had just got the scientist version of Jan. And so today we'll be seeing if we can get him on to doing some research, perhaps. Right. Wait a minute, I moved things, didn't I, from last time? Here we are. Right. See what we've got.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough?
A lot.
Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which can only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right. Yep. As we kind of predicted, this guy already knows all about it. He's been studying this stuff. He'll probably be highly motivated to just get to work, I reckon.
Wow.
We won't have to
You're
convince
right.
him of anything.
Impressive.
We can
I
just be
did
fairly
create
upfront
you
with
out of
him.
my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information, and that's the interesting part. Yeah, our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board, but there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now?
I guess we can put him straight to work. Yeah.
You have to get our research lab running at once. We need to make some improvements fast if we want to succeed. Then I guess the sooner I start, the better. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Right. Well, We can talk to him again as well. He's got a little message for us, apparently. I found something peculiar. Right, so we can ask him about the anomalies.
I found something peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar about it? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. We could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interval. The what? Interval. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane.
I'd better stay clear of it then.
Whatever it is, doesn't sound like something I'd want to walk into again. Yes, it's fascinating, but it can be dangerous. If, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been a puncture point, the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities. Inform me at once if you come across another one.
Right. So now we need to look for more strange phenomena. Okay. Right. Well, it's the morning. And I think we need to get everyone assigned, don't we? So let's assign Research Lab to Jan. We've got greenhouse, and then we're going to put on the we've got a good amount of rubidium. We could put him on metals, maybe. Oh, mind you, we've well, we'll be fine as is. Right. Now I believe that, yeah, we can go straight to the rubidium. And continue exploration now. Okay. Oh, we go. We don't want to go there, do we? No, it's this bit here. I think what we'll do for now is we're going to have to ignore that minerals deposit. We're just going to have to ignore it over here. Simply put, if we were to go over there, there's a high likelihood that we just die. As we saw last time, there's not room to breathe between the two anomalies there. And we're nearly through. We've got this bit to get past. Don't even touch those minerals. We need something to be... Oh, a deep deposit. Oh, hello. Okay, so it looks like what we're going to need... Now, my suit is out of battery at the moment. Climbing those 3 things to get here takes a toll. But we've now found a mineral deposit. Right. Let's have a look at the map. So... there's nowhere to go but over this way. Apparently. Ah, yes, this leads down here.
That must be another one of those cargo drops. Except that doesn't look like the crew's personal luggage.
A damaged chip. Might be able to be repaired.
Might be worth checking out.
And in the meantime...
Looks like some kind of device. Maybe there's a way I could use it.
Right, so... this here... goes back this way, right. A lucky keychain and a lava lamp. Right. Let's see, the lucky keychain. A 4-leaf clover I got from my colleague Adam's parents when I was 12. I used to hide it at his place when my father had his worst days. His parents never asked any questions, and everyone around the house behaved as if my visits were normal. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that Adam's father was a psychotherapist. They moved away when I was 14. Lava lamp. I asked my mum to buy when I was a child. I loved it, then grew bored with it and threw it into the attic. I found it again many years later and started to appreciate the calm, almost hypnotising moves of the goo. I wonder if Mum also appreciated it.
Where my stuff landed here?
Right. I think we found something there. Just some organics. Right. Now this is going to be awkward. We'll squeeze through. Just don't slip into the lava. That would be bad. And this one seems to be big, so I want to go this way around it. There's another one behind. Oh, another 2 behind. Okay. So it seems to explore further. Yeah, we're going to want to go through here. We can go back and we can open a shortcut. But I don't think we've got drill charges to do that. But we probably should get it done, so... this here, yeah, we can mine through this rock. Drill cartridges 0, so we need a drill cartridge. That will open that up, allowing us to then fast travel from here with a full battery up here, and then we can continue on. Otherwise we'd have to be buying battery packs every time we wanted to do this. It might be a shout to just try and get all these open now. Maybe I should just make a bunch of drill charges, and we'll also want another miner. I mean, I guess I guess we could say, for example, you know, take down one of the other miners and just move it up here, but they're not that expensive to build. Mind you, they are going to end up taking up a lot of storage at this rate. Anyway, we've got a bit of a shopping list now. We know what we need. We're going to have to make our way back over to the Rapidium outpost so that we can fast travel back and end the day. But once we've done that, yeah, like I said, we just need to then create some stuff before the evening's out. And yeah, we'll need another miner. We'll need a bunch of what do I call them? Those tethers. And once that's all done, we will be able to set up the mineral deposit first and foremost, which is something we want. And we'll also be able to fast travel there, which should make, well, basically we're wanting to avoid this climb because it takes too much energy to do. So nice and simple. Right. Workshop. 2 drill cartridges, we need a mining outpost, we want some pylons. So we've got 3 pylons, let's make some more and we'll do some radiation filters. Right, that should be plenty to make. We'll finish the rest in the morning. And I believe we have a dormitory. I want to talk to the technician, and it looks like the scientist as well.
I never quite figured out the whole relationship thing. What's your secret? Talking and listening. Obvious, I know, but I've seen so many marriages fall apart because people forgot about the importance of honest conversation. Yep, I think I'll pass. Jan, we're running out of repair kits.
Right, and he wants some repair kit, and he's gone. He's in the airlock now. Get him!
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep.
Right, what's he want to talk about? About the way around.
I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it. Holy shit. What now?
We could try to back out, we could find a way.
I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve? So now I'm smart, huh? Still, even I might not be enough. But a smarter version of us Yeah, he could do the trick. The scientist. He could look for a solution in that research lab you built. Okay, let's give it a go.
I like that it's going, what's it? Oh, we can give him the device as well. But yeah, I like how it's acknowledging that we've already got all this ready, rather than it telling us to go and get all of it.
Look what I found.
Little touch, but
Any idea what it could
it's
be?
quite nice. Yeah, we'll give him the weird computer
Let's
chip as
see.
well.
It looks like a qubit chip. Qubit chip? Yeah. Like an enhanced storage for quantum computing operations. It could be useful for increasing the efficiency of our QC unit. Not to mention accessing new tech in the research lab.
It looks
It
broken.
looks broken. Perceptive. A little love in the workshop should get it up and running. Gotcha. Thanks.
And the scientist's here now. How are you settling?
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally.
Okay, yep, we're aware, but it is an
Yeah,
emergency.
I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain. Do you think you could mentor me? Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That's slow enough for you?
Team building
Hey.
is important, yeah.
You've just crossed out every team building exercise on my list. The people are there for the mission, not the other way round. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed.
We can ask him what the research was about.
So what exactly
nice.
was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration. We went from a humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back. You had big
yeah,
plans
big
for it.
plans, yep.
Well, now it's all gone. Yeah, I understand how lousy that must feel. Honestly, I don't think you do. But I hope we're not going to sit around crying about it. There's work to be done, here and now. That's true. Well, let's get to it then.
Right. I believe we have some things to work on in the workshop now. Let's see, this qubit thing. We're going to need some, yeah, it's all going to be minerals, isn't it? Oh, hang on. I thought I'd started a new day. I hadn't. I wanted to finish that off in the morning. Right. End the day. We might end up waking up a bit tired now, but oh well. The sun is still far away. The technician and scientists are arguing. And we've got a call available. Right.
Man, I'm telling you, we need it. And I'm telling you, this is the least important of our priorities.
We're human beings, not cattle. At least 2x quality meals in the next 5 days. So we're going to have things like that appear then from now on. We should have some stuff from the greenhouse at this point. And we do. We have raw food, we have 10, so we can actually... We can make some good cooked meals. Greenhouse. You are now going to be working in the kitchen. Botanist Jan. And now we can go back to crafting our stuff. Oh, before that though, we've got a call. Who is it? Is it Lena? No, Maxwell. Oh, it's Lucas's boss, I'm guessing.
Hello?
Jan Dolski. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Yes, let's go, yeah.
I still can't get over it.
Their families have been informed. They're grief-stricken, as you can imagine. But the deaths of their loved ones will go down in history as part of a pioneering discovery. Your discovery.
So, do people know I found rubidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Good, because I might fail. People have the right to know.
Limited circle, huh? Bullshit. The public has a right to know about such things.
I like your passion, Jan. You're an honest man.
I want to say things that are going to
But you're
avoid
under
this
enough
becoming
pressure
pushed up.
already. We don't need the media to go berserk or the stock market to overreact. We don't need chaos down here while all our efforts should concentrate on supporting you up there.
Okay, might have a point
Your
though.
task is difficult enough, and failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the rubidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rubidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
I don't believe you care about me.
I think you're bullshitting me. What if I hadn't found rubidium? You'd never go to such lengths to save me, would you?
What if? People like to use that phrase a lot, don't they? Well, you can actually learn the answer to that question. Many would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Never heard of him.
Albert who?
A great writer and philosopher. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate rubidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now, constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dolski.
Right. That doesn't sound too
Well,
bad.
that doesn't sound so bad. Thanks.
Of course, I would lie to you if I said your work is done. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
Right. How come it works?
How come it works then?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth. It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
And you're worried it might not withstand the journey?
So you're afraid the Rapidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rapidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
Right. I'll get to it right
Sounds like
away.
a big task. I should get to it straight away.
It is a big task, Jan, but it's worth every effort. I hope you realize the gravity of the moment.
I thought you said you didn't want to put pressure on me.
You're right. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Okay. The branching, the altars, the landing. Let's ask about the landing.
You know what happened to my crew.
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
I think we're good
No.
with that.
I'm good.
Then we only have one more issue to clear.
What's that?
You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of your altars.
And why?
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
Rapidium Ark, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now I really have to go. But it was a pleasure talking to you. And we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
Right. So the thing there is, do we trust him? And I think, well, when it comes to who should we tell about this stuff, it's like, no, I don't think we do trust that. I think he's trying to get us to, again, kind of hush things up. Basically, he doesn't want us telling anyone who might go to the press, for example. I think that's what's really going on there. I don't think it really matters that we've breached some kind of law or something here. Yeah, I don't think that actually matters at all. But yeah, it's basically telling us there, be careful about talking to Lena. But I think at least at the moment, we trust Lena. But yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be putting me in jail for, you know, branching myself in an emergency situation. However, I think the corporation would try to use that as a reason to get me to be quiet. Being, oh, you don't tell anyone. Oh, it's what we've done's illegal there. Ooh, let's not tell everyone that this has happened, because yeah, they don't want us to go about telling anyone about this. And what they might do is, basically, when we get back, just off us and nick all the Vipidium. If people know that we're here, if we're in the press, that gives us a media shield, so to speak. You know, if people know that we're here and know what's going on, then it forces their hand on the matter. Right, now we should be able to... Oh god damn it, did I pull apart the organics deposit here? I did, didn't I? Right. Got quite a lot of stuff now. Okay. Actually, we don't need to go to base. We can... Yeah, there's a battery thing here, so... Full. Lovely. What we want to do now... Now let me have a look. I think we'll bring the tethers up from this one up through here. I mean, I keep calling them tethers, pylons. Right, climb up here. Okay.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
He's going back to the greenhouse. Lovely. Right. We need to get up here now. We've got 2 energy left in our suit. Oh, we found it. Lovely. We do now need another mining outpost. Right. But we should be able to build that. We can head back, put together a mining outpost, and prepare for the next day. We might... Well, we might be able... we might be able to, yeah, get a quick look up here, see what there is. Hello. More cargo. History of the universe. Right. So we found a book to read.
I don't know that movie.
Oh, no, it's a film, okay. We have no energy, so we can't climb up there, but we can... Oh, there's more of these as well. Oh!
Hey, is that one following me? What the hell?
Yeah, that goes with that. Oh, the Pidium. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, one was following me and it keeps coming over and zapping me. Okay. We got some Epidium, we should leave. we don't need to drill that. Right, what we should probably do then... Yeah, what we should probably do at this point is get back to base, build the mining outpost that we need, and get everything else finished at the workshop and that for that matter. So we'll get all that done. Then we're going to need to talk to the scientists. We're going to need to assign some more research to do, and we're going to want to, yeah, get just fast travel back. So we'll talk to the scientists, get some research and stuff done, and see if we can figure out these anomalies. We also then want to, probably once we've got everyone doing stuff, we might want to get the miner, because I know we can get a miner as an altar. We could do with more people being out there and mining for materials. Right, let's final component. We need a mining outpost. Can't build anything else then. Probably gonna have to finish this off in the morning. Oh, might be able to. 8 o'clock. Oh, it's gonna take. We'll do like 1 extra hour. There we go. We'll not overdo it. So we need to. Yeah, it looks like they're all up in the kitchen.
What's up?
And they've both left before I could talk to them. Damn it. Scientist is here. Can I talk? There we go. I found another anomaly.
I ran into another anomaly. This one was different. It was like this distortion was closing in on me, as if I was pulling it toward me. How extraordinary. Maybe its magnetic field is interacting with your suit. Yeah, well, running away from it was no fun. Keeping clear of it is the only thing you can do for now. Let's keep collecting observations. I feel we're onto something groundbreaking here.
Right, and the technician is in one of the small storages. Now, I was near machinery, so I'm guessing it was probably... Oh, okay, where's he? Look, he's down there. No, not that far. There we go. I guess we can give him the lava lamp. Guess that's why it's telling me that he's got a message.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lava lamp? You kept it? Sure. It's one of a few cool keepsakes from our childhood. Yeah. Mom and I like to sit by it in the evening, talking and joking. It reminds me of that period when life was challenging, but also really fucking great.
Right. So research a solution for crossing the lava river, build the Rapidium arc, and look for strange phenomena. Right. Then we want to head up here. Research lab. Crossing the lava river. And we're slowly but surely getting some of this other research done. He'll be on that tomorrow. Right, no one has anything left they want to talk to us about. We can go to bed. And that'll be the end of the day. I've got no calls. Nothing else. Do I need to queue up any work? We need to finish off a mining outpost in the morning. And that's about it. Here, I guess we can... You know what? We're going to need more organics soon. We've got plenty of food. It might be worth getting the miner at this point. We could be getting a lot more resources with some more hands on deck. So we can get the refiner and eventually the worker. And over here we can get miner. This way we can get a doctor and a shrink. Right. Let's try miner then. Branching limit reached. Ah. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll need to get that doohickey repaired, won't we? I've gone to the wrong area, haven't I? Captain's cabin. There we are. Right, that'll do it for today though. Thank you very much for watching. And tomorrow, well not tomorrow, tomorrow on the game, I think I'm releasing these in 2-day intervals, but next episode we'll be doing day 14. We've got a mining drill to build, and then we're going for, well, we're going to put that mineral site, get some people assigned to it, and then we're going to look into crossing that lava river. In the meantime, we'll be investigating those anomalies. I'll see you then.